So let's start our new module, that is password cracking. So in password cracking, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to crack a password of both Linux and Windows machine by using John the Ripper. Now John the Ripper is a tool in Kali, so we can easily crack a password using that tool. But there are some more tools like John the Ripper, Medusa, and Hydra. This all are password cracking tool, and if you want, you can use it. So let us start. First, before cracking a password, we have to add a user, because I'm gonna crack a password of that specific user. Now let me write add user. So this command will add a new user and we have to name it. So let's write add user, and then let's write it hacked. Okay, and then I'll press enter. Now it will ask me for a new password. So let's write the password, and it will ask me to retype the password. So let's write the password again. So it's asking for a full name. Let's give the full name. So I'm giving a full name of the user, and room number. Let's give any room number. Now it's asking for a work phone. I'll write 8972102613, and home phone. Let's write 8637585043. So these are the two numbers, and there are some other information also you can add on. So as of now, I'm going to skip it, and then I'll press enter. Now it says, is the information correct? And then so I'll say yes, the information are correct. Now the user has been added successfully. Okay, now this, when you are adding up a user, now this user are being stored in a file called password and shadow file. So whatever information your the information which you have typed here, your username, your password, everything will be stored in that password and shadow file. So anyways, we are going to navigate that file also and see this new user which has been added up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to see that cd etc, and let's press enter. So I'm inside etc directory, and inside this directory we have got password and shadow file which contains the information about the newly add user. So I'll write ls here. uh, so when I'm writing ls, there are a lot of files, so it's very hard for me to find that. So I'm going to use a grep command. So ls pipe and then grep, and then the name of the file, password, enter. Yes, now I can see the password file here. Now to view this file, I'll use cat password dot password, enter. Now if you scroll it down or scroll it up, then you're gonna see all the users and the information. So the new user which I have added recently is hacked, and the name is Vivek Sapkota, room number 56, and the password is 89 or the room number is 8972102613, and 8637585043. Okay, so these are the information. Now apart from this file, we will have the same kind of information, but the password will be in hash format. So we'll get to see that in different file, that is ls grep and then shadow file, enter. Now let's say cat shadow and then enter. Then you can see the username and the password is saved in a hash format. Okay, now what we're going to do is we will only extract this user from this shadow and password file. Okay, so for that we'll come back here, write cd, and then we will write grep. Okay, hacked, and we'll give the directory path, and then we will extract the user hacked only from that password file and name it as password.txt, enter. And if I'll write ls here, I'll get to see password.txt, and if I write cat password.txt, then I have already extracted that. I have only extracted the information about hacked. So I have not extracted all the information of different user. Now I'm going to use the same method to extract the information of hacked from a shadow file. So grep hacked, then etc, then shadow, and then I'll redirect to it to a new file, that is shadow.txt, and press enter. So if I write ls here, I can see shadow.txt, and then write cat shadow.txt. Press enter. Then this is the information about hacked, which has been extracted from shadow.txt. Now we have to, before cracking this password, we have to merge password file and the shadow file together. Okay. Now there is a tool called unshadow. Now what does unshadow do is, unshadow is for combining password file and the shadow file. Okay. Now password.txt and shadow.txt. So this both will, using this unshadow file, you will combine this two. You will merge this two. Now let's write unshadow. Okay. And after that, you have to mention password.txt and shadow.txt. Okay. You want to merge both this file. Now, after merging, you will redirect this file. You will give a name of another file, that is a new.txt file. Okay. Or else we can write it password new.txt file, and then we will press enter. So now this has created a new directory, root John. Okay, let me write ls here, and you can see password new.txt. Now if I'll try to see the content inside it, cat password new.txt, then this unshadow has merged both the output of password file and the shadow file. Now let's try to crack it using John the Ripper. But before that, what we are going to do is we are going to perform a brute force attack. Okay, so brute force attack using John the Ripper. Now we will use a word list from Kali itself for brute forcing. Now let us navigate to that word list. Cd user share word list, enter. Okay, and then write ls. Now when I write ls here, I get to see derb buster, fast track, fern, metasploit, nmap, and then rocku.txt. Now rocku.txt is the file for brute forcing. We will be using this file. Okay, now this file is in gunzip format. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna extract it. So for extracting, write gunzip and then write rocku.txt and then press enter. Okay, now if I'll write ls here, so that file has been extracted, and now we have rocku.txt. Now this rocku.txt have got each and every possible uh, each and every possible words. Now let us try to find out some words like ls. Let's try to find out grape. Okay, so now, as I said to you, that rocku.txt has all possible password. It is a very huge file. Now if you have to see the content, whatever text is there inside rocku.txt, then you can always use nano, the editor, and then write rocku.txt, enter. Now this will take time because it's a huge file. Now see here, these are the words which we're going to use. Okay, so there are all possible combination of words, letters, alphabets, numbers, everything. Okay, so now let us you know close this file. Okay, now we're going to use John the Ripper. So as I said to you, John the Ripper is basically password cracking tool. So we will write John and then hyphen hyphen rules, and then write hyphen hyphen word list. Okay, now we are going to define the word list. We're going to define the path of the word list equals to forward slash. So the word list is inside user, then share word lists. Okay, and the name of the file is rocku.txt. Okay, and I'm going to mention that file. The file name was new password new.txt. I think this was the file. Enter. So there is no such file. Okay, so let us see that file. New tab. Okay, let us try to see that file. Oops, we have made a mistake here because we have started our scan. We have started the password cracking process inside this word list only. So let me come out of this cd. Okay, and then ls, then we have the password new.txt file here. So let us write the same command, john hyphen hyphen rules hyphen hyphen word list, then equals to user share word lists, and then rocku.txt, and then here we will mention the file name, that is password new.txt. Okay, so let us hit enter. So now it says cost one. Yes, now if you can see how quickly it has cracked the password, it did not took, it just took a fraction of a second. Now the password for hacked is admin. Okay, so you can see it, the password for hacked is admin. So in this way you're gonna crack the password. Okay, now in this video we will see how to crack a password for Windows. Now the first thing is that we have to extract all the hash of Windows 7. So for extracting hash we're going to use a tool called pw7 dump. So first we have to download it. So let us download it. So let's write google.com, and then we will download it from a source, pw7 dump, pw dump 7. Okay, now we will go to tarasco.org, and we will download it, pw dump. So I'll just save it. Okay, and then let me go to the directory here, and I'll extract it. So extract all. Okay, now after downloading everything, after extracting everything, you have to simply copy this and move this file to system32. So Windows system 32. Now here you have to copy this file, paste it here, continue. Okay, now the pwdump7 file is inside system32. Now let me close this also. Now let me open command prompt cmd, and I will run it as an administrator. Yes. Okay, now let's write cd pwdump7, enter, and then I'm inside pwdump. So let us write dir to view all the files. Okay, now yes, we can see pwdump7.exe executable file. Okay, and then we have got readme.txt. Now let us run this executable file, enter. Now what it does, it will extract all all the hash format, hash, password, everything in your command prompt. Now if you have to redirect it to a notepad, then or any text file, you can do that also. So in that case you have to write the same command, pwdump.exe, use greater than sign, and then name of the file, let's type hash.txt. So press enter. Now this has been successfully redirected to the hash.txt. Now let me close this, and let me go to the computer, go to the system32, Windows, and write system32 pwdump. Okay, here I can see hash. Okay, let me open it up and you can see the same output which you saw in command prompt. Okay, now I have to transfer this file to my Kali machine. Now let us learn how to transfer a file. Now to transfer a file, we can use Python. Okay, now yes, Python is also a very handy tools when it comes to transferring files apart from coding. Now first what you have to do is you have to download Python. So let's write Python, enter, and then download. Okay, download Python, and then go to download or releases, and then scroll it down, and we can download 2.7. Okay, let's download it, and okay, just download it. So I'm using Windows 86 MSI installer. Give a click there, save this file. So it will take some time depending upon your internet speed. So yes, this is downloaded. Now let me give a click there. Now this will install the file. If I'll keep run, now this is gonna install the file. Install for all user, next, and then I will give a click on next, next. Okay, so it will take some time. So the installation process is completed. Let me give a click on finish. Okay, and I will just close this up, go to the command prompt and write Python, enter. So it says Python is not recognized as an internal or external command. Okay, now here what we have to do is we have to mention, we have to define a path variable by going to environmental variables. Okay, so let me go to my computer, and okay, so let me go to the properties of my computer, and here you will have an option of advanced system settings. Give a click there, and then go to environment variables. Okay, and then new, and then write path. Variable name is path. Okay, and then you have to mention the location, the path of the Python. So Python, just copy this. Okay, and then paste it here, and then okay, 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 and then close it, close this also. Okay, now let us transfer the file from Windows to Kali. So we will try to transfer the hash file from here, Windows. So let us open computer, let us go to system32. So Windows system32, and let us go to pwdump, and then we'll just copy this hash, and then we will paste it in our desktop. So let's paste it here. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna write cmd command, and then we will go to desktop, cd desktop, enter. Now here what the command which I'm going to use for hosting up this file is python-m simple http server, and then I'll host it in port 8080, enter. Okay, now we have to make sure that we have to know the IP address. So cmd ipconfig. Okay, so the IP address is 104. So we have to use 192.168.0.104 followed by the port 8080. So let us go here and then open up a web browser. So after opening up a web browser, just write 192.168.0.104 and the port number is 8080. Press enter. Now you will have that hash.txt file here. So what you have to do is you have to simply give a click here and then copy this file. After copying it, go to the root and then you can open up a text editor and then write password hash password dot txt. So we'll give enter, we'll copy this here and we will save it by using Control X. Yes, enter. Okay. Now if I'll do ls here, I can list out the hash password.txt, and by using cat command I can view the content inside this file. Enter. So this is the file. Now the file has been transferred successfully. Now I will use the same command, that is John the Ripper, to crack the password of this hash file. Now I'll write John hyphen hyphen rules and then hyphen hyphen word list. Let me make it bigger now, and then equals to slash user slash share slash word list and slash rocku dot txt. Okay, and the name of the file hash password dot txt. Okay, now if I'll press enter, now it says using default input encoding loaded 3 password hashes with no different salt. Remaining was password has. So here we have done a very small mistake. So instead of writing word list, we have mentioned only word list. So let me add s here and then let us give enter. Okay, now using default loaded 3 password hashes with no different salt. Remaining was password had. Press Q or Control C to abort almost any other key for status. Now this is trying to crack the password. It will take a while. So now if you can observe that it has successfully cracked the password, so it's pentest admin. Okay, so you can use the same method to crack a password for Windows.